Hello, I wanted to give you a look around how I plan my content using Trello. And if you find this useful, you can click on the link below and use this template as your own. So let's go through how I map it out then. So in the first column are a lot of kind of templates and things that I just need to refer back to very regularly. So for instance, I have here some hashtags. So these are the hashtags that I use frequently on LinkedIn. I also have a whole number of other hashtags that I normally use on Instagram, and I've got a lot there. So those are quite helpful if you want to dip into some other hashtags for your posts. Then I have websites and social links. So there's my LinkedIn, my Facebook groups, etc. And all of the links I need for my LinkedIn course. So my landing page, my sign up page, and Stripe payment links, should I need them. So if I'm on a LinkedIn message, for instance, and someone wants a payment link on Stripe, I can just instantly go onto this board, grab the payment link without having to try and find it from my bookmarks all up here, etc., etc. Right, moving on. I've got my logos, so these are my logos. These are the other little parts of the logo that might be handy. And I've also got all of my colors. So should I need to go into Canva to create a new graphic, everything is there for me as well, which I find really, really helpful to just have on hand. Now, these are templates. So I've created these small templates for the 5 different types of content that I use and that we talk about in the course. So your personal posts, here we have your template card for all your personal posts. So you just create a card from this template when you want to create a personal post. So here you go, just edit in there, delete that part, write something here. So hello, my name is Sabrina. You literally just save that and close down the card. Now, what you can do as well is add a date. And you can say, okay, we want to put this up on the 7th of September and save. Now, this is going to go down here to the bottom of your page. So what you then do is drag and drop that post into your weeks. We'll talk about that in just a minute. So I'm going to leave it where it is for just a moment. So you've got your personal post there, your advice posts there, spotlight posts. I've actually put some stuff in there, so I'm going to take that out because this is actually a template post. I don't want that in there. And engagement posts. So again, I've got some information about what can go in there, and your testimonial posts. So you can see I've given these all a color so that they're easy to identify and they're labeled. Then I have my templates for the messages that I send to people on LinkedIn. So I have my invitation template, and here I have created some invites that I use. And on the templates board that I'm giving you, I've made this much simpler for you to use so that you can take out the parts that are pertinent to my ideal client and actually insert your own information about your ideal client. And I told you where to pick up bits of information from their profile or from their content. So you'll see all of that in the template that you create. So that's the invite. This is the welcome. So when people respond and connect with me, I then write back to them and say, you know, it's great to connect with you. Would you be interested in some free resources that I can give you about LinkedIn? And then wait for them to respond. And then I provide them with what I call the value template. And we'll talk about this in the course, which is the links to the information that they have requested. So I'm not giving them anything unless they ask for it. Then I also have a list of influencers. Now this can be a lot longer. I'm building this as I go, but these are the people who, a lot of the people who follow these influencers are my ideal clients. I want to make sure I'm commenting on their content so that my ideal client are seeing my contribution. So I'm making a contribution to the things that they're saying. I'm giving a little bit of advice or some kind of information, or, you know, even being just entertaining or whatever, so that you keep popping up in people's minds. Okay, and then we have the post that I created a bit earlier. So this is all really easy to do, just adding cards here. You can move the list by just dragging and dropping it. You can rename the list literally by So putting the cursor in the box, you can move it across if you want to. So you can see it's really easy to use. Honestly, if I can use Trello, anyone can use Trello. I really believe that. I'm not a whiz at Trello at all, and I found it to be one of the most helpful pieces of software for this kind of work. So I'm moving on then to how I've set out the rest of the board. So the way I set out the board is monthly. I have my various weeks. So I'm taking my clients through the journey of awareness, consideration, decision, and nurture. And then I also have a promotion week at the end before my course starts again. So that's how I'm choosing to use LinkedIn to promote my course specifically. And through that process of promoting my course, I actually do have a lot of inbound leads asking me for one-to-one support, or things like profile rewrites, done for you services, etc. So I tend to kind of focus on all of the things I know about LinkedIn, etc., building that kind of awareness and consideration, and then moving on to a promotion week at the end. So what I like to do is I like to add a card, again, just add a card there, and I add a card with the goal for the week in there. So I'm just going to remove that one because we don't need it, but I like to just keep my goals clear. So when I come onto my board on the 2nd of August, I get a very clear plan of what I'm going to be putting out there. So as we've said, in the beginning of this process, there's a week of awareness. Okay, so we're just doing things that are inspiring, that are aspirational. We're making people aware of their problems. We're doing things that are more engaging rather than selling. So no selling happens in this space. We literally just want to give people a little bit of support and advice. Okay, so we can have lots of things here. So I have chosen to use an advice post here for the 1st of the month. So it's a new month. Are you aligning your sales plan with your content plan? Okay, I'm not going to go through all of the reasons why I choose the post that I do. I'm just literally showing you how it looks. So I've created a post, a card from this template, and I've put it over here. And this is what I'm going to put on the 2nd of August. Okay, we're now in September, but I'm showing you August's plan. Okay, so this is my post. I've got my hashtags. I've also, I haven't put the graphic on, but I've put down here in a note to myself that there is a graphic that I would like to build, and it is on Canva. And I will put the quote, have you aligned your sales plan and your content plan? I give it a date, and then I simply close the post. Okay, and so it goes in there, and then you move on to what you're going to put on the next day that you want to post. Now, you don't have to post 5 times a week. This is just showing you my content plan with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 posts in this week. So I post every single day, and I like to have a good mixture of different types of posts. So for example, this post is going to be a document post that I want to build with the different content types that you can put on LinkedIn. And then I'm just reminding myself that on Friday, I'm just going to ask an engaging question. So it's just going to be something personal about what I'm doing this weekend, or asking what other people are doing this weekend, just to keep it nice and light. Okay, so moving on, we've got the consideration week, and you do it very similarly, but this week you'll start adding more advice in. So you would start doing things like a demonstration about, for example, this demonstration I could put up as a piece of content, although this is a much longer one, but I have done a Trello content demonstration. You've got an advice post here. This is just going to be a motivational, inspirational quote. And what I do is throughout the month, I actually store up quotes that I like, that I've seen on other social media. If you have an idea, grab it, stick it in your board, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So I'm going to move on then. So the month goes on as it does, 5 pieces of content. Now I want to remind you that if you're on LinkedIn, you can easily go to your posts and have a look for your posts and actually copy and paste them back into your board. So you can absolutely repurpose posts that you've put up before without any problem. Just, I wouldn't use the same post, say, in a 2-week period, but if a month's gone past, you can definitely use a new post. So we take the client down this journey of consideration, decision, nurturing them. So now we're starting to really build that understanding of who we are and what we do. You can see that more personal posts are coming up for me. So I'm building that know, like, and trust factor for my clients, getting them to really come on board. You know, there's lots of engaging comments coming from this content. So this is what we're doing. And then you can see I've got a promotion week. So here is where my plan is to really bring people in to my program. Okay, so I'm using sort of problem, agitate, solution posts. Okay, so you've got a problem, it's making you feel like this, here's the solution. It's a program that I run. Okay, I'm opening up the cart. Who is interested? Sign up if you're interested in being on my waiting list, that kind of thing. Why it's not like other courses, why my course is different to other courses, and why it will be more suitable for you. It's selling out, build that urgency. What are the bonuses that are included? Testimonial posts. Why are people coming to me in particular? And then you could do a video intro and that kind of thing. So making sure you use video so that people keep connecting to you on that level. So you don't have to do it like this. If your purpose for being on LinkedIn is really just to build your brand, you don't really want to do much selling on LinkedIn. I do understand if you don't want to do much selling or promotion, then you might not have that promotional week. If you've got evergreen services, you might be peppering your offer posts, which talk about your services throughout the month. So, and that is absolutely fine. Maybe perhaps doing one offer post every week. Okay, but this is a great way to map out all of your content, and you can see that all I have to do in the morning is come onto my Trello board, pick up the post that I'm doing for that day and pop it up. Okay, then I have a really nice ideas column, and I love this column because every time I get like a quick idea, I can just literally jot it down. Okay, and sometimes I haven't built out those posts at all. In fact, I don't think I've built out any of these posts. They're just ideas. Okay, so they'll just be quick bits of notes that I've made. You have those 3 a.m. bursts of inspiration, pop them down, put them in a notebook if you have that by your bed, and then pop them down in your ideas thing. Okay, so then you can build out your ideas from there and then drag and drop into your weekly content schedule. Really, really easy. And then I also have some quotes. I haven't really filled out much of this, but if you have nice quotes that you want to put on and you like putting down quotes, that's great. Then what I have here are 5 columns for the types of posts. And these are the ones that I've put up before and could be something that I want to use again. So it creates that nice, rich bank of content in your Trello board. So you can see these are my personal posts. Yeah, so some of these are, things that I've done before that I quite like, that I might do again, or that were particularly good posts, that did well, got engagement. I really would like to use them again, so I will. Advice posts. So, I've got lots and lots of advice posts. I could probably pull out a lot more from LinkedIn that are more advice orientated as well. So I'm currently doing my videos on mistakes people make on LinkedIn. All of those I could just drop in here and make sure I've got them for next month if I want to start using them again. So remember that not everybody is going to be seeing your content in your network. There's a lot of people that won't see your content, so actually repeating it is not a bad thing. Okay, engagement posts. Again, I've got lots more engagement posts, so they can also go in. So I need to start building up this bank. Spotlight posts, so all the behind the scenes stuff, things that I'm working on, etc. All that stuff builds know, like, and trust factor, giving people an indication of what's going on behind the scenes. And then testimonials as well. So if they're not here in this bank of content, chances are they are over here in the actual thing. And if you wanted to, you could actually just create a copy of this list, so you can just keep it. You can keep another one or whatever. I think you should be able to make a copy of the card as well. I'm not actually sure. Something I need to look into. Learning every day for these things. Great. And then that is actually it. So you don't need to pay for Trello to have this. You can bring it up in a calendar if that's what works for you as well. So you can see it all there, which is really nice. And you can see that it's all nicely detailed, Monday through to Sunday. There we go. So I don't schedule, you can actually now go and schedule this for on Publer or on any social media scheduling platform that you like. But remember that LinkedIn does not allow you to schedule video, polls, or document posts. So those would have to be natively put up by you. But you could actually now, if you like, take this and drop it in. But I don't happen to do that. I just find that it's just as easy in my morning half-an-hour routine on LinkedIn to just pick up the content, pop it in, and do my engagement, answer my messages, everything that I need to do on LinkedIn in the morning. So I hope that's helpful. Please have a look at the template if you think it would be useful for you. Again, I probably spent, if I'm honest, I probably really did sit down for about half a day and put this together. That was the first time, and then I found that, you know, for each month you probably could put this together in a couple of hours now that you've got all the content, and it's really just about building in a couple of new content pieces that you want to put in, and you might find that there's something that you have in your Trello plan that you don't want to put up that day, and actually there's something much more pressing or relevant, or something that's, you know, happened in the week that you want to talk about. So you don't have to feel you know, absolutely prescribed to post what you have in this thing. That's the beauty of not scheduling your things. You can put up what you like, but you know you've always got something there if you need to. The other wonderful benefit of the Trello board is that you have an app on your phone. So should you be out and about, it's a really, really, really useful tool. Very user-friendly. You literally just copy and paste into the LinkedIn app on your phone, and you know it's done. So really, really handy. It doesn't have to be on your desktop. And there we go. So I'm going to stop the recording now.